Okay, I got all those plants planted. We got red cabbage and tomatoes and peppers, yellow peppers and chili peppers, cayenne peppers. All planted in the lazy man's garden. I have a confession to make. I'm not a very good gardener. Matter of fact, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to gardening. I don't weed. I don't like hauling around mulch that much. I mean, we do it for our little tiny back to Eden garden, but I'm always looking for an easier way because I got better things to do with my time. I don't enjoy it that much. I do enjoy it some, but what I enjoy the most is the harvest and planting. So everything in between kind of sucks. So I like to kind of minimize what I have to do in between. So anyway, this is what I'm doing this year. I don't know if this is going to work, but if it does, this is going to be amazing. So what happened is I had my cows right here behind me in this little pasture, and I had the hay feeder. You can probably see in the metal cage there, right there. Okay. And what the cows did is they pooped a lot all the way around this feeder as they were eating their hay. And you say it's early June and there's stuff growing in there, but not a lot. So what my thought is, if I can just plant right in this with some plants and seeds and get ahead of any weeds, because it looks like most of this in here that's coming up as clover, and get ahead of any weeds. I've already dug into it, make sure it's not hot. It's cooled off, it's fully decomposed, or at least mostly, and so it should be good to go. So what I did was I fenced it off with some electric line to keep the cows out of it, because they're still out here. See, there's one right there. And I'm going to plant my plants into it, and I'm just going to water it and see what happens. I'm not going to do much to it. I'm going to plant, I'm going to water, I'm going to harvest. I'm not going to weed. I'm probably going to weed a little bit while I'm planting stuff with that rake, but you can see there's not much here, so just to give the plants a little bit of a head start. But other than that, I'm just going to let nature take its course and see if this can be a lazy man gardening method. So in my idea in the future, I've got actually two places like this. One we already planted, and okay, so there's this side of the fence had manure from the cows. Okay, that side of the fence over there, you see all that straw on the ground, or that's actually hay. So I was like, well, lo and behold, I have a pre-mulched spot. And I tell you what, you walk across that and it's like squish, squish. You can hear the squishiness under. There's about 8 inches of mulch in some places, 12 inches in others. And so it's just hay that fell off the bales as we were feeding the cows right here. And we put the hay there and we'd fork it in there, throw it in there. Cows would eat it. So we're going to plant over there. And we shouldn't have to weed that at all because it's mulched. So there's a little bit of grass coming up through, but not too much. And then we got another spot that's similar to this, way over there. I don't know if you can see it. That is that we already planted. There's another spot that we fed the cows hay 2 years ago, and the weeds never really grew up in it. So we're gonna see. We planted sweet corn and beans and squash and zucchini and stuff like that over there. So what my idea is, in the future, what I'm going to do the same thing pretty much, only I might plant it out a little bit more. Like I'd like to have some more mulch on this instead of just bare manure. bare rotted manure. And I don't have any idea why this broke down so fast, because this was last winter. I mean, it's June right now, so, and I'll dig up a little bit of it so you can see. It doesn't smell at all. It smells like soil, you know. It doesn't smell like manure at all. Get over the fence there. Okay. Grab my fork. Let's find a good spot that hasn't been disturbed. Fork sinks right in, as you can see. I'll pull this back here. Pull this back and flip it over, and you can see what's in here. It's all broken down already. I mean, that looks like good compost. I can smell it, you know. It smells just like, I mean, garden dirt, you know. So, yeah, there's no cow manure smell at all in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to plant right into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant. I'm going to do that. I'm going to dig up. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm just going to open up a spot and put my plant in. Let's go ahead and grab a plant. You see what I mean here. I'm a bad gardener. I got these last weekend and left some of them in the greenhouse too long. They got kind of hot. So, anyway, they died. We'll see if this works. Here's some tomatoes. And we'll put these in here. See what we can do. Alright, I'm gonna have to shut the camera off. Now I'll show you guys once I get these planted. Okay, I got all those plants planted. We got red cabbage and tomatoes and peppers, yellow peppers and chili peppers, cayenne peppers. All planted in the lazy man's garden. You see I did some weeding, but there's still some clover. It's mostly clover, a little bit of grass, so I'm not really worried about it, because heck, clover make the garden even better. And way over there we planted some watermelon. We did plant some watermelon in that hay area over there, but we've got a lot more seeds. I'm going to be planting a lot of peppers in here. So we'll keep you up to date and see how this garden project is going.